Namaste devotees. Tonight I'll be sharing my Navaratri experience of 2020 in the series of Kickass growth. Before I begin, let me just do a small invocation. Om Bara Brahmaya Vidmahe Shiva Tattvaya Dhimahi Tano Mohan Prachodayat. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Aim Grim Grim Jambuliye Viche. So some of you who may know me know that I'm a Devi devotee in heart. So how did this begin? So like in the early 90s, there was a series called Baywatch, and while every other boy had the pictures of this American series as their posters, especially the ladies found it, because this series was based on a lifeguard series. So what made this such a hit? It was because these ladies should wear bikinis, and these bikinis should hug their figure. So the most notable famous actor from the series was Pamela Anderson. So while other boys had the posters of this on their walls, I had the different poster. I had Devi as my poster throughout my room and throughout the house. That even up to now, my sister, when she comes into the playroom and to play, she says, "Why does the playroom look like a Christmas tree?" Because of so many pictures of Devi that I have, and it's contagious. It's something that you love, something that I can't get rid of. And even though I have the pictures, I also want to have the murtis and vice versa. So yeah, so my love for Devi started from a very small age while I was studying school, and it continued to grow even stronger up to now. So when did Navaratri start? So Navaratri start actually 2 months before the actual days in October, right? From printing the yantra to preparation, to cleaning the ashram, to buying all the puja items, to buying all the clothing, and really for Devi, right? This prepares one for the Navaratri itself, right? The only way I can describe it is like something similar to, like, for example, I've been shopping on a couple of occasions with Swamiji, and the only way to describe that kind of shopping is something similar to club hopping. So club hopping is where you go to many clubs or different clubs in one night. Similar to you go shop hopping, you go to different shops in one day, looking for the best items for Devi, for Navaratri, because you only want to give the best, right? So many people think that prior to Navaratri itself, nothing's really happening to themselves. They're just going through emotion, they're getting prepared for Navaratri. But that's actually not true, because what's happening is the inner cleansing that's happening. You're going through inner cleansing, which is preparing you for the beauty that you will experience during Navaratri. And that happens once you make a commitment not only to yourself, but also to Devi and to Mohanji, that you will be attending the puja. So the inner cleansing starts way before that. All the healing starts, all the energies, that all the releasing starts, and it prepares you so much that it really sets you up for Navaratri itself, which is absolutely beautiful to enjoy. So what made 2020 Navaratri special and different compared to the previous year's Navaratri? So Swamiji conducted a very special Navaratri at Ashram, which was never done before. That is worshiping the Mahavidyas, the 10 aspects of Adi Parashakti. So being this the path of fire, and the only way to celebrate Navaratri is to worship the chief of the Mahavidyas, that is Mahakali, in the form of Dakshineshwari Kali. As we all know, Dakshineshwari Kali is very close to Sri Ramakrishna's heart. And Mother Kali symbolizes or means she's the mother of time, she's the mother of creation, she's the breaker of ego, she's the mother of destruction and power. So as you can see, this is the Mahavidyas, the 10 aspects of Adi Parashakti. And number one is Mahakali. The homas. So the three homas that stood out for me especially. The first one was the Bagalamukhi Homa. So this Homa was very intense, very special. A lot of releasing happened. I released a lot of within me. And why I love this Homa, why I like this Homa is because if you notice her mantras is in our invocation. And if I go back to the previous slide, we can see this picture of the mother. She has a club or mace in hand and about to cut the tongue of a demon. So what this mother symbolizes that she is the mother of, she destroys or smashes devotees' misconceptions. She destroys ego, and she destroys the ego of the mind. And she teaches us how to speak more lovingly, more caring toward others. And by just chanting her mantra, you feel a significant difference in yourself as a person. And she also extends to what Mohanji keep on teaching us, unconditional love. So through her, you can practice and teach unconditional love and incorporate that unconditional love into you by way of speaking to others, to show respect and treat others like how you would like to be treated. So the next Homa we did was Mahakali Homa. So this Homa occurred on the 8th day of Navaratri, which was a Saturday. And I've been to the ashram and attended other Kali Homas conducted by Swamiji. And this was something so different. It was so intense, nothing like I ever felt before. So what made it different? So on that Saturday morning, Swamiji came and said, no, please prepare for full Abhishekam. And Abhishekam was not part of the program for that Saturday because we had eating in the afternoon. So when the Homa started, it was another devotee by the name of Keegan and myself that were being offering to the Haunkun. And Swamiji started to recite the mantras for the Homa. So as he continues reciting the mantras, and as the mantras started getting more intense, so too the Homa started getting more intense. So too the flames, the energy, the releasing, the intensity that was created in that space that you felt at one point I felt, and I'm sure certainly other devotees felt it as well, that literally the yantra was going to explode and you felt like as if Devi was going to walk out of the yantra itself. It reached to a point where Keegan and myself had to pull the Haunkun away. However, the flames just kept on going towards the yantra to a point that where it burnt one of the yantra's strings that was holding the energy in place of the yantra. So this shows how intense how this Homa was and how powerful it was. And as this Homa was going on, another devotee by the name of Yastir got a glimpse of Sri Ramakrishna's heart center on fire, a picture that we have at the ashram. And in no way that the Haunkun flame from it could reflect off that picture and perfectly from the heart center, because the angle of the picture in relation to the Haunkun was totally in the opposite direction. And also what made it more difficult, we had a big picture of Mohanji and we had a big picture of Mahakali. So a big picture, and we had a Dakshina Kali Murti blocking the picture of Ramakrishna. So this shows you how much of love and devotion that was generated during the Homa. That Ramakrishna's heart expanded so much, the picture of Ramakrishna's heart expanded so much that it burst into flames. And it showed that to have a master from our tradition, to experience that kind of ecstasy, to show that kind of love and devotion, it shows you that the Divine Mother Kali was present there, and she was there for her children. And we all know that Sri Ramakrishna and Mahakali don't exist without each other. So where Mahakali is, Ramakrishna is there. And where Sri Ramakrishna is, Mahakali is there. So that shows you the love and devotion that was there during that Homa, and something that might not be repeated again. As well, once the Homa was completed, we did a full Abhishekam. And what was more special about that Abhishekam is when we finished wiped on Devi and put clothes and jewelry on for her, she started crying. There is a picture that someone took out, I'm not too sure, but there's a picture where she's actually crying. And to see that picture, to see that Devi crying in such a way, in such a manner, no words can describe it. Because we often go through life and we often pray to the idols, to the statues, to the murtis, thinking what they just maybe they're just for visual representation or just to allow us to clear our minds and to stay focused. But in actual reality, they're not. They're real. They know what's happening around. They feel every emotion that's been generated by the devotees, the love, the worry, the trouble. They see all of that. They hear all of that, and to show that they are alive, they are with you, and that you're not alone in this world. So that was something that I will cherish forever. And the final Homa that I really enjoyed, and that one concluded with Navaratri, was the Pratingira Homa. So what more can I say of Pratingira Homa? This Homa was so intense and so beautiful, so magic, so much energy was generated, so much healing and releasing happened during the Homa that no words can ever express how this mother is. The only what I took out and what I enjoyed was how merciful Mother Pratingira is, how merciful she is towards her devotees, how she after the Homa concluded, she just wanted to be there with her devotees. She just wanted to stay behind and witness what's happening because she knew the devotees what they're going through, what they're experiencing because of the pandemic. However, because of all the cleansing and healing that took place, everyone was very tired. So Swamiji had to gently, after reading the part of the Dura Saptasati, he had to gently tell her, please leave, because the devotees couldn't just take it anymore because they were completely burnt out. And then only the energy string that was binding her to the Haumkund got burnt off, and she left gently. So how does Navaratri happen? It was because of Mohanji, right? It was Mohanji who made Navaratri possible. It was Mohanji who made the Vijay Navaratri possible. It was Mohanji who told Mahakali, please come, because of all the difficulty that children are going to face during the pandemic, and during this pandemic, and during after Navaratri is concluded. So it was him who made Mother Kali come. It was him who knew that this type of energy of Mother Kali was needed and required during this time of pandemic. And it's something that I feel and I think that we'll never ever experience again. We may experience different forms, different other energies, but this energy was so surreal and so unique. This Navaratri, it was something that cannot fully be fathomed, understood. And for me, like to being part of the ashram for 4 years, you think that I know who Mohanji is. And however, it's a mind that makes you think that you know who Mohanji is. But in actual reality, we don't know who Mohanji is, right? There is so many dimensions to Mohanji, far beyond our mind, body, intellect can perceive. It'll take us many lifetimes to fully know and understand who is Mohanji. And since this is a path of fire, there's no time for us to understand. We don't have the luxury of time to understand who is Mohanji because we don't have many lifetimes to do that. So what the tradition and what Mohanji done, they blessed us. They blessed us with Swamiji, who is the closest form that we will ever have to, who can give us a glimpse of who is Mohanji and what is Mohanji like. And also, we need to continue surrendering to Mohanji, right? Surrender everything to Mohanji. Hide nothing from him because he knows who you are. And continue surrendering everything to him. And through his grace, he will take you and he will allow you to know who he is. And he will take you to the solution, liberation. Volunteers. No ashram program event can be successfully done without volunteers. Just recently we concluded with Shivaratri last week, and Shivaratri, just like Navaratri, went on well and it was successful because of the volunteers. So whether it is cleaning the ashram, whether it was a financial contribution, whether it was a seva, for example, during Navaratri, and you've done the seva throughout the Navaratri, or whether it was just being there and just helping out in whatever capacity that you can do. it's really special because it's really difficult to be there, be able to multitask, because you're also going through your own emotions, your own healing, your own releasing, and it's quite difficult to do all of that there. But I just like to say sincerely, great appreciation and gratitude to all those devotees who make each and every program event special. Yeah, so that ends my PowerPoint presentation of Navaratri. I hope you enjoyed it. Please